It's so good to touch the green, green grass of home. Today we are leaving Portland. It's not really today, it's friggin' over. It is 8:52 p.m. I gotta go pick up an empty trailer and go back to Reno, so let's go. So I'd like to, maybe put it here, but I want a good behind the truck view. So right here it will be. All right, I got a camera set on the back of the truck. And we are gonna pick up a empty trailer, get back to Reno this morning. The trailer I picked up was missing its mud flaps, so I was kind enough to park it in their drop yard so they can get worked on. Let's go find the empty trailer, huh? So, this is my last trip of the week. It is Tuesday night. I think it's July 27th. I don't know. I just work till I stop. I don't pay attention to dates or anything like that. Oh, I would love to know what day of the week it is sometimes. We're leaving the Jubitz truck stop. I slept okay today. I was really tired when I got stopped, and I fixed the air conditioning on the truck last night, so it's nice and cool. Exactly how I like it. And I was really tired because when I got up to use the restroom here a few hours ago, I'd left the headlights on the truck. Oh, I was that guy. The guy that sleeps during the day with his headlights on, the air conditioning blaring. And another thing, I left my doors unlocked. Man, anybody could have just popped open that door and join me for a little Betty Bye time? Huh? I'm a lonely guy, but it's not the kind of company that I want. I want voluntary company, not, surprise. Thanks for leaving your doors unlocked, you fat fucker. Oh. Yeah, I don't need surprise cuddles. That's not a good thing. First place I'm going to try to find an empty trailer is Oak Harbor. That's where I go pretty much every night or so. Oh, traffic. A little bit of traffic. Thing a move when it's empty. It looks empty. The back doors are open. Turn on my lights. And we'll make clicky noises. Shall we do that? Make some clicky noises here. I have to be careful backing up because, well, not backing up, but connecting to a trailer. My fifth wheel on this truck is aluminum, so you can't just scrape it underneath the trailer. So I get nice and close, not drop under. So you see the suspension's dropping. and I'll get right underneath it. This trailer's sitting a little low, so. Okay, now we're under it, I'll lift it. And go ahead and click it. My fifth wheel's a little tight, so I have to click kind of hard. I don't like doing that, but like I said, it's fifth wheel got adjusted a little too tight. Speaking of too tight, friggin' seatbelt over here. What's over there? So, follow me to the rear camera. Let me double check, make sure the trailer is empty. Just because the doors are open don't mean it's empty. Chances are this is the trailer I brought down here too. The mud flaps are against the curb. That's how they get ripped off. And I see a trailer full of junk. Junk as in trash, pieces of pallet and packing material and crap. So we are good. Let's roll this boy up. Do a little damage check. Sometimes pulling power only loads, they're real sensitive on damage to trailers. They'll try to blame it on you if you're a shitty driver. This trailer's got a little scratch in it there. I'll take some pictures of it just because I don't trust it. Air it up. I'll go ahead and pull it out so I can get those doors. Let's double check the brakes. Felt like they worked. Just gonna pull straight here. Oh, the bar on the front of my truck's making noise. Need to adjust. Need to adjust it. Adjust camera too. Hopefully that works. This camera's hooked up to my phone, so I can look at the quality, you know, pretty much anytime. Let me show you, huh? So that's you guys looking at my phone, looking at me, I guess. So we have a camera. Uh-oh. I don't know if that lens is actually that clean. What do you think? This is the only thing I've used my face mask for in quite a few months. That made it worse. Face masks aren't that effective. If you can't clean a damn camera lens with it, what's up with that? Man. The things I do for quality. Okay, that looks clean, right? You know, you don't see any waviness, anything crazy. I'm gonna adjust that angle though. Give you guys better view of me. My little corner office here, right? We have to get going. I've been messing around too much. On the personal level, I'm kind of going through some stuff right now, but I'm making improvements. I'm changing my attitude. I came back to Facebook. Even though I absolutely despise politics and just everything that social media really represents, there's a lot of people on there that I care about and that have cared about me in the past. And I started thinking about, you know, what kind of friend am I to just up and abandon? And part of it was because of the pandemic and lockdown and all that stuff. I cut all the bullshit out of my life and just kind of reflected inward. And yeah, so I got rid of Facebook and everything. And many years ago, I was on the social media platform Google Plus, and I'd kind of mastered it to the point that I became, you know, a verified, you know, you get a little check mark and stuff, so, you know, you're an actual human. And I was part of the creators group and got to see how it works on the inside, and man, look at those bumps. And I really enjoyed it. And I had 6 million followers in 2016. I used to share my trucking stories. I used to have a meme collection. I had 2 or 3 different photo collections because I love taking pictures and sharing them and stuff. And it's funny, like, you know, none of that stuff was copyright or anything. And every once in a while I see one of my photos like out there, and I don't know if I should try to claim ownership or anything, but it don't. It's been years. Why worry about it? So yeah, I'm back on Facebook, and if you want to follow me and be my friend, I'd appreciate it. I really want to concentrate more on my YouTube channel. It's kind of my therapy, you know. I'm over here rambling and talking and stuff, and it gives me a chance to try my little videography. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be a filmmaker one day or anything when I grow up. For your information, I want to be a truck driver when I grow up, and look at how well it turned out. I only recently started bringing sandals on the truck. A lot of drivers wear sandals for taking showers and stuff, just because they think that the showers are icky, gross, but they're really not that gross. It's just that they wash those showers with friggin' pool acid, and if you have sensitive skin, man, it'll tear up your feet. But I only started recently carrying sandals on the truck just to be comfortable, and you know, when I'm outside the truck, I don't want to be a truck driver. When I'm here, I'm a truck driver, but walking around outside, or I've been taking vacations and stuff, and you know, sandals are vacation wear. I've yet to make the step towards sandals with socks. Now, I am 41 years old, though. I think sandals and socks fit my demographic. Yeah, let me tell you about sandals. I stopped bringing sandals on the truck for a very specific reason. I was at CR England, and I was paired up with, oh my God, I gotta find Ryan. He lives here in Portland. He lives in Wilsonville. Ryan was a really cool dude. He was a Iraq War vet. Peculiar thing about him, he couldn't sit down to eat. You know, and we were running team, and I like to hit a restaurant every once in a while. Let's talk about anything other than trucking, and you know, and he couldn't handle restaurants and stuff. Like I'm that kind of person that needs to sit in a restaurant so I can see the front door and who's coming in and out and stuff like that. And if I'm sitting somewhere, I usually know every conversation within 10 feet. I'm just hyper vigilant, I guess is what you call it. And Ryan was a lot like that too. But he would never like to sit down to eat. Like even, you know, say we're putting fuel in the truck or something like that, and he'd grab a sandwich from Subway or something like that. He'd stand here at the door with the sandwich on the step and eat real fast. And you know, when he first started doing it, I didn't think much of it. I just thought, well, you know, maybe it's a diet thing or whatever. You know, it's, you know, I grew this stomach from sitting to eat, definitely. But he liked to stand up to eat. And I asked him once, and I was like, so, you know, is there anything behind that? Because I started recognizing it. And he goes, well, I was in the green zone once, and a mortar landed in the mess hall. And I killed, I think, 5 guys. And where he would have been sitting, he would have caught the mortar down the back of his shirt. I mean, right in his plate. But he was such a cool dude, and we ran team for quite a while. We were making good money, and honestly, if he was still around today, I would run team with him in a heartbeat. Make some great money too. He's a fantastic worker, fantastic driver. He was one of those guys that religiously double clutched. But here's the thing, he knew how to do it, and I couldn't argue with him. I'm not going to argue with anyone. If they drive safe and smooth, they're not doing any damage to the truck, I don't say a friggin' word. And he could double clutch. He even single clutched on splitting gears. That's the way you're supposed to do it. It's fine. Really meticulous kind of guy. Followed the rules and stuff. And but we were in Gaffney, South Carolina. There's a Nestle facility there, and some frozen, like Americold and stuff. You know, we're hauling refrigerated freight, and we're at this pilot truck stop there. That's just, it was getting renovated, and you know, they're putting in new showers and new bathrooms, and you know, repaving the parking lot, trying to make the place look nice. And they did that back in 2013, 2014. A lot of the truck stops got rebuilt, and this was one of them. And they closed down the bathrooms and brought in those temporary bathroom trailers. And he was stopped. He was fueling up the truck, and I needed to use the restroom bad. So I put on my sandals and walk over to the truck stop, and you know, the truck stop, you know, the signs were out there saying, you know, all the bathrooms are closed, use the ones out here. No big deal. And I saw this homeless dude that was just kind of just real crazy acting and twitchy, and just real kind of the guy you want to keep 10 foot away from at all times. So I went in and used the restroom, and I step out, and there's like a little porch. And these two guys were saying, yeah, man, watch your step around here. And I didn't think anything about it, and I stepped right into homeless poop. The guy had pooped on the bottom of the stairs of the friggin'. And I was, the second somebody said it, I stepped in the crap. Literally. And I was so pissed. And Ryan was he was washing the window on the truck. And this truck stop had a hose, so you could run the wipers on your truck and just spray the windshield. And I walk up to him, and he goes, man, did you hear about that homeless dude that's crapping everywhere? And I was like, yeah, look at my shoe. And it was all over my sandal. And and he goes, yeah, let me spray you off, man. And we sprayed off that sandal, and I took a couple bungee cords, and that night we were going to go from Gaffney, South Carolina to Laredo, Texas. And I was going to take over in a couple hours. There was thunderstorms, you know, it's middle of summer. And I bungee corded the sandals to the front of the hood because I knew we were going to be running through the rain. And no, there's no better way to wash your sandals than, what is that, 1,400 miles of driving through the night through thunderstorms and stuff. So yeah, I switched over to real shoes and walked into the truck stop to get something to eat and stuff, and the manager was escorting this guy out. He had gone into what used to be the game room where they'd have the pinball machines and you know, TV and stuff like that, and this homeless dude had written his name on the walls in poop, and it was a horrific situation. So a couple days later, a day later, we were in Orange, Texas. I think it's right on the border of Louisiana. We're well on our way to Laredo. We're ahead of time, I remember. And that's actually where I'd finished my drive shift. And Ryan got up, and he was putting fuel in the truck, and I went to the grill and took my sandals off, and they were nice and clean, and I put them on, and walk into the truck stop to, you know, I'm done with my drive shift. I want to relax for a few seconds and get ready for bed, and I'm using the restroom in there and minding my little business there in the brown stall, and this guy comes running into the bathroom, you know, on a full-fledged panic, and he grabs my door, and I'm like, no, dude, you know, occupied, go away. And he's in a full panic, and luckily the stall next to me wasn't locked because he kicked that door open. And I'll never forget the song that was playing. It's Raining Men. And this dude in a full-fledged panic kicked open that door, dropped trow, and went off like a rainbird sprinkler before he could sit on the toilet. And it sprayed. Yeah. It hit the wall, and I didn't have enough time to lift my feet. And yeah, it's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining. And my feet are covered in it. And he's over there blowing it. He's blowing it up, and he's like, sorry, man, I don't, oh God, you know. And it came out both ends from what it sounded like, and I almost did too, considering what I received. Finished my business and marched back out to the friggin' truck. And Ryan had moved the truck up, and he was about to step out of the cab, and he looks down, and he goes, dude, what's wrong with you? And it's like, it happened again. And he looked at my feet, and they're just covered in crap. And he goes, what's wrong with you? Like, wrong with me? It's just my luck. So I went over to the fuel island, and there's a hose, and washed my feet off, and put my sandals back on the front grill of the truck. And yeah, that was 2015 or so, and from then I never really wore sandals again after that, at least in trucking, up until recently. Hope none of y'all were having dinner while I was describing that. But yeah, we all have our things. Some of us can't drive over manhole covers. Some of us have to stand to eat. And I break out into a cold sweat every time I hear that song, It's Raining Men. I think I'm sweating right now. That's my little story. It's raining men. A version of that was in my book, Trucking Bad. I had about 12 chapters written of that book. I'd given up on it. There was so much going on in my life, and going through a divorce, and pausing my company. I had my own authority and all that stuff. And there was just too much going on in life, and it crushed my creativity. And I'm kind of hoping here in the next year or so that I get some of that creativity back. I do play bass guitar every once in a while, and I'm terribly out of practice on that. And I used to play a lot of video games. I can't sit down and just play video games anymore. It's just, there's too many other things to do, and I'd absolutely love to have a motorcycle. Fortunately, it just wouldn't work out for me right now. I don't have a place to really park it, and with as hard as I've been working lately, I wouldn't have time to really enjoy it correctly. So yeah, that's one of my little dreams, my little wish. I don't know how much I'm going to edit of this. Well, I'm going to edit all of it. But yeah, we're just rambling, taking a few days off. Actually, a lot more than a few days off. We'll get back to Reno at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Take a little nap. That'll be Wednesday morning. And we're not supposed to do 67 miles an hour in Oregon. This truck wants to run. It can smell home. Taking some time off to get the truck worked on. I need to get a DOT physical. I need to take care of some things. Need to take care of myself. And I need to enjoy life a little bit. I've been working a little too hard. It's not healthy. I tend to cater to these little rambling videos more than anything else, so I don't know if that's the direction of my channel or what, but it's my channel, and I'm going to do what I choose, so hope it's watchable at least. Even if you just put it on in the background and listen, that's perfectly fine. You know, I honestly don't like being on camera, so this is really outside of my wheelhouse. But either way, I hope you enjoy it, and I want to thank you for watching and subscribing. And I want you guys to stay safe out there. I want you to check in on your loved ones.